victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Michelle, his first carry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On second down, Michelle. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Hyde. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And give him a gain of 37. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hyde. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Touchdown, Broncos.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts at drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Sams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Michelle, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
Super. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground is Michelle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the ground, Michelle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Jim.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Bravo. 70, Indy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
All day, dog.
On second down, Sams. Well, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, Sams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield, and all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Looking to throw on second down. Hyde under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Final play of the half, Kaiser. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He was looking for Watkins that time. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. To throw on second down. High. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, team six.
Operating from the gun. High. And the pressure gets to him again. Dietrich Wise bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Michel. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Samms. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. High. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A first down throw for Kaiser. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Kaiser, flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Kaiser, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. Looking, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Sams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
18, Gator. Hey, Wahoo!
Check, 45 to mine.
Defense.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Yes. Hey, Orbit.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Yep, 61. Shoot.
Back to throw. Hyde. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 51 yards. On 1st down, Michelle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Kaiser. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Looking to throw. Hyde. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Kaiser on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Got a man open, that's Harry. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Fourth down, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's go. 8-3.
45. Squeeze, double.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise Jr. make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Hyde. And he rifles one incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Sams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On second down now. It's Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,